My name is Professor Circuit, and I have no teaching credentials whatsoever, but you're still watching, therefore, I have something worth saying. And that's it. That's the intro right there. There's nothing smart about that. So what's in front of me right now is what many call the lunchbox. That right there, 2 meters away from me. 1 meter away from... That's a meter? Okay then, 1 meter away from me is the lunchbox. This right here is a free win if you can get it on site. However, if you've played any Siege whatsoever, you understand that most people don't know that. So what I'm hoping to do with this is teach you what the lunchbox is, how to use it, and how to win with it. Very first thing, I don't even have to do anything or move. First thing is, who should have the Defuser? And I'm going to go ahead and give you the easy answer. If you're an Ashe main, don't take it. If you're a Zofia main, don't take it. If you're a Finka main, don't take it. If you're a Nock main, don't take it. Whoever has Defuser should be someone you cannot afford to lose, like a hard breach like Thermite. Someone supportive with team utility, like Dokkaebi or Nomad. Or just someone who doesn't need to be in front. Like Lion. Lion's a good example too. On top of that, whoever has the Defuser should preferably have something to help with the setup, like smokes, you know, to make planting a lot easier. Sens is a good option too, but that means playing Sens, so really that's kind of nerfing yourself. I'd rather the Ashe have Defuser. If you have the Defuser, there's a certain way you should be playing that a lot of people are not used to. I'm going to go ahead and show you a good way to play with Defuser and a bad way to play with Defuser. Let's say your team spawned out here in alley access, and they're going for a push upstairs. Here is how you don't play with Defuser. Here we go. Your team spawned alley access, you have Defuser. And then you die up here. Let me just, everything that just happened there, you should never do with Defuser. For a few reasons. One, let me run all the way back outside to really demonstrate my point. You, as an Ashe main, should be with your team, first of all. That's just Siege basics. But if you have Defuser, you should still be with your team. So you should be alley access. Secondly, if you have Defuser, you shouldn't be taking gunfights, you know, this aggressively and this often, because you have Defuser. If you die, now the team has to come to you because you were a dumb motherfucker who died with Defuser. And third of all, because you had Defuser, and because you died like a moron, here's the Defuser. The team is pushing through alley access to try to take space, to try to get to site. But now, the team has to not only get into site, like this, the team also has to go all the way to the other side of site. Look in here, it's clear. Someone there, that could kill you. Someone there, that could kill you. Someone over here, that could kill you. They've got an angle on Defuser where they could kill you. We now have to fight from alley access through site or past site, both of which are fucking hard to do, and come all the way here, not die where you died, and pick up the Defuser because your dumbass went alone. So, key principles of having Defuser. If you're going to play with Defuser, play passively with and behind your team. You should be taking as few firefights as possible. 2, don't play alone. Don't play Nock. Don't play anyone who is solo. Because then, when you die, we have to go for a rescue mission that we don't have time for, and that gives the defenders a free round most of the time. I say most because, you know, miracles happen. 3rd, don't be someone with shit utility. That's not really a big point. I don't even know why I mentioned that. Don't be someone with shit utility, basically. You know, don't be Ashe with Defuser, because you're Ashe. What are you doing to help? Aside from carrying Defuser, which is kind of neat. But that means you can't play Ashe, because Ashe wants to be in front, fucking ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And then your Ashe dies, but she got 1 or 2 kills. So yeah, if you're playing Defuser, Passive. Play with your team. Don't be a bitch. The second major point about playing for the defuse and not for kills. There's going to be 3 phases to a good round. I say a good round because things could happen. The first is the setup. That is what you're spending the entire round basically doing. You're setting up, you know, you're trying to open this wall, but there's a battery. So you play over here. Got the battery. Now the wall's open. You can open this wall now. That's your setup. Your team is basically setting up because you want to plant here. You want to plant there. So you're setting up. You bust open this wall. And that's all you've got, right? That's kind of a shit setup. So then you push for utility, and you take utility. Now you have a sight line in utility for where you want to plant. Okay, you're getting better. If you really want to push it and really want to be secure, there's where you want to be. Let me just get out here really quick. I did not mean to jump. I meant to repel. Now, 3 angles. 3 angles in your setup. So while you're playing out the round, you're trying to play for that wall to get in, that wall for an angle, and out here for another angle. That is the setup. That's like 90% of your round. Once the setup has, you know, once the setup is ready, you start what's called executing. You start opening the wall. You start, you know, actually moving in and taking the space. And start, you know, trying to actually plant. Because you say you're going to open the wall. You say you're going to sit here. You say you're going to have the window guy. Do it. Coordinate and do it. If you execute properly, then you could sit here with this timer that I've done way too fucking long. And now I'm sitting here looking like a bitch. And I'm actually not going to do that. Because I remembered another major point. Where the fuck you put the diffuser? There are 2 ways. There are 2 options. Both have plus sides and downsides. If you did an incredible setup and you know you're safe, try to plant in this open area as safely as quickly as you can. Plus side to this, it is open as fuck. So if you have all your setups, where is the enemy gonna hide to defuse this? Except maybe here, which is still in line of sight of the utility guy and the window guy. They could try sitting on it and defusing and being in line of sight of everything. Downside is when you're planting, you are also, you know, out in the open and exposed. Unless your team is covering you, which hopefully they're covering you. Otherwise, you're playing Siege with randos. Or most of Circuit City. So yeah. Put it somewhere open if you want to be really fucking dangerous to defuse at the cost of your own life. If you want to play it safe, not smart, I'm specifying not smart, but safe, you could plant somewhere hidden over here. Plus side, you are harder to kill. Because, you know, you've got all this cover. You will probably get the plant done. Downside, the enemy also has cover. So if you're going to do something like this, make sure you have someone, you know, watching diffuser here, watching diffuser here. Make sure people are always watching it. And as an extra layer of protection, so if you have an extra drone in pocket or just in general, put a drone near the diffuser so that when you hear ding, 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 you know it's time to fucking clutch the fucking round and get everyone's respect. If you are going to call some, I'm going to go ahead and give a side lesson really here. There is a tactic people do called faking, where they will start the defuse, hear you rushing out, and basically ding, ding, and then go back to it. That is faking because they have faked you out. The rule of thumb I use, if someone's going to fake, what they typically do is they'll do the first beep so it makes the sound, then immediately cancel and get ready for you, and then get back to it. The rule of thumb I use, you're going to hear static when the diffuser is being done. You will hear ding, 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 and then the round's over. It's like 4.5 or something. When it gets to the second, chances are they're not faking and it's an actual diffuse. That is your chance to go in. So, yeah. If you hear that second beep, really good fucking time. As far as the post plant goes, that is the last phase I was mentioning earlier. Post plant is after Defuser's been planted. So, you know, you've got the guy here. You've got the guy here. What your team wants to do is basically protect the Defuser and crowd control. Gridlock is my fucking favorite for this part. Because if you still have grids in pocket, and thank fuck they buffed her, because she will, you can put your grids here, you can put your grids here, make it a nightmare for the enemy to reach you, because then they have to push through these grids, you know, the imaginary grids that'll hurt them, or push through you into the space you already control, to a Defuser that is on a very limited time. Very fucking limited. On top of that, if you're playing vertically, let me just... Actually, no, not here, not here, not here. I'm going to go to a different site for this. I know a good spot. Let's say it's open, and you're planting here. Now I'm going to go back upstairs. This is another decent setup that you're going to want to consider. If it is a site with a floor above it, what you can do for your post plant, preferably not use a thermite for this. Now you have someone watching above for the defuse. So now, on that very limited time in post plant, the enemy has to kill the guy that's probably on site or in the window over there, and they have to deal with you up here, who is probably safe as fuck, waiting for the ding, ding, and then you just kill them. So yeah, post plant, very fucking underrated. It's not just sitting in angles. You have to actually, like, make the enemy work for the fucking defuse. And, yeah, that's the basics of defusing. I'm not gonna go into, like, hyper depth, 10 insane defuse spots on every map, not clickbait. I am going to tell y'all a story, because thinking about doing this video, fuck that glass, thinking about this video had me fuming over a game we had. A good example of why you don't let Ashmates take Defuser. There was a game we had. The site was in here. We spawned alley access. One defuse tip for every operator? Yeah, the defuse tip is use Defuser. We spawned alley access. We had a rando Ash one trick. I am specifying this for good reason. I want you to imagine this Ash main took Defuser, wasn't in comms, wasn't talking. Enemy was in there. This Ash main, I shit you not, rushes, breaks open over here. Tried to make it a hole so I could see it on the other side. Literally rushed into sight, broke a hole here, successfully planted without any setup, without any of the team, in 20 seconds. So, you know, we had someone here pinned down by the people on site. We had me out here unable to help because I couldn't even get in, and Defuser was down over here where our Ash main died. No setup, no post plant. She literally just rushed in, planted, and, you know, the enemy had all the space on the site, so they just defused, and there was nothing we could fucking do about it. Because, again, enemy here, pinning us down. Enemy here, watching for me to come in. Enemy here, basically pinning me from coming in. No one even tried coming this way, because that's the worst fucking path. We couldn't even get into square, and this Ash fucked us over. That is why you need the setup. That's why you need the post plant. That's why you need to fucking talk to your team and not give Ash mains Defuser. If you are an Ash main, and I see you with Defuser, I swear to God, it's on site. It is not actually on site. I will not fucking TK you just for that. But this game isn't just Call of Duty. There's a Defuser. There's an objective. We are killing them for a reason. Don't be an Ash main. Take the Defuser and be a team player. Peace.